Yeah! Yeah! Man, do I hope I pressed all the right buttons for you fools. But, we're back. Another live stream. Probably overdue. Most of them are. We're gonna dig into some Galaxy Swirls tonight. I see all you fools that are up in here, the ones that were early. Like Robert Barnett and Mosiah. And my man Dave over at the Disc Golf Dyers Guild. And Brandon. And holy cow, this is gonna be E the Real Warrior. Nailed that one. Oh, and my man X to the Z here. I'm gonna give you all of you. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. That's the whole Hey Now suite, right? That's all four of them. And how about we get this thing going a little bit with some James Brown? Should I pick the right one? No, we're not trying to end it. Okay, and that's enough button pushing like that. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some Galaxy Swirls. We're gonna try. Oh look, we got some more Hey Nows. Hey Now, Captain Shabby and my main man Forrest Coy up in this place. Talk about a TDD Army OG, been here since the dawn. Good to see you, Forrest. All right, look, Galaxy Swirls. I got some. Holy cow, my high-tech Bobby has got some pictures uploaded into this stream for you. Check it. That is a clear glue Galaxy Swirl. This is like when I first started figuring them out. I got a couple other fancy clear glue ones. Look at how dope that one looks, all thin and everything. I got to keep remembering when I'm going left, it's actually right. When I'm going right, it's actually left. When I'm trying to center myself. Check this one. All right, look. Here's what I'm going to do with this. This is one of the cool things about these clear glue swirls. Like, if you swirl them right, man, do they stretch out some crazy, super thin. Look at those little Galaxy Swirls up in there. Super cool, right? All right, but we're not just going to do that. The goal of this is to try a number of different mediums and then compare them. Oh, my man Terry up in here. Hey now. T-Bone. Oh, yeah, X to the Z. Look, this one is a Floetrol swirl. That's from like an old shoe disc that I did. That actually came out really dope. But that one's with Floetrol. Doing this kind. Look, I got another Floetrol one right there. It's a little muddy, but it came out really dope looking on the disc. Shane's Planet. Hey now. So, you know, we're going to try some different mediums. We're going to try it in clear glue. We're going to try it with Floetrol. We're going to try it with Lotion. And then, you know, we'll see what we think is... Oh, wait, look, I got one here that I can show you. Let me just switch the thing. Oh my god, was that awesome! Let me just do it again so I can watch. Watch my face get little. Oh my god, that's so cool. Alright, I gotta turn my hat around so it's not in the way. Look, this is the disc we're gonna work on today. This is like a Carolina Hurricanes disc. That's a hockey team if you're not into the hockey. And I thought because it's the Hurricanes, it'd be cool to do a Galaxy Swirl and make it look like a hurricane. So that's a big claim. But look, I got a disc here. This is another commission that's going with that I figured I'd do them both like Galaxy Swirls. You can see that like it came out. That one was a Floetrol one. Came out looking dope, right? And here's the other thing about these: they always look awesome when they're spinning. Yeah, this thing's off. So they just. Doesn't need to be perfectly centered, you get the idea. But then that look, oh, it looks like the minions twirling down the blue hole. Alright, so you get it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to try it with a couple different mediums, couple different flavors. I'm just going to throw that over there. How about we do, let's do some, look, I already got the cameras right. Let's try it with Floetrol first, alright? I got some Floetrol. And for those of you that I missed, I'm going to give you a couple. Hey nows. Who did I miss? I got it. Oh, no, Medding's 44. Hey now. Alright, look, I'm just pouring some Floetrol into this thing to get us started. That's probably enough. That's probably enough. I don't want it like super deep. Maybe we should. That was an accidental one, but it worked. It was a good one. All right, now I'm just gonna level this stuff out in the pan a little bit like this. All right, just as a warning for those of you that haven't been to one of the live streams before, and whoever's in here watching Twitch, love it. Thank you, because now we're fully cross-streaming. Hi, Tech Bobby. You have no idea how much anxiety I have before these live streams, making sure all the right buttons are pushed. It's like the first time every time. Oh, Hi Tech Bobby. I'm just popping some of the bubbles in there right now with this blowtorch. Boom. Alright, now, sorry about that. I'm gonna get out my Floetrol colors here. Got a little white, that's just plain Floetrol. Got a little pink, just to really go with the reds, because the canes oh, my man Greg Renfro up in here. Greg. Oh no, that's not it. That one's for you, Greg Renfro. And alright, so I got two reds, I got black, I got white, which is just more Floetrol, and I got pink, just so we can have another color other than the reds to go with the Canes. Oh, you know what else I got? Look, I made some silver, because there's silver in the Canes logo too. Alright, let's start to get things funky up in here. Okay, here's the plan. With the Floetrol ones here, because look, this is the key to this. This Floetrol, it moves around in the pan so easy. It's like viscosity is perfect for this, because this motion that you're looking at right here, on all the different beds we make, this action right here is what's going to make the Galaxy Swirl, or hopefully make it look like a hurricane. Now with the Floetrol ones, because this of all the mediums we're going to use today, moves the easiest, its viscosity is the lowest, so it flows around in there. I'm gonna do this one and probably the Lotion one like this. I'm just gonna start making X's with the Floetrol like this in the bed. Okay, maybe I should have said it, but you saw me pour Floetrol in there. These big, like, condiment size things are usually, they're always filled with Floetrol mix, which is, you know, the Pro-Chem powder, a little bit of hot water, and then Floetrol. In these, I use about 1 teaspoon of the Pro-Chem and dye to 8 ounces, or I'm sorry, 12 ounces of Floetrol. Alright, now let's try the other red. That first red was blood red. This one is cherry. Tell how good I am at centering this. Look how easy this is. Bang, back to center. Man, those look really close to each other, don't they? They're supposed to be 2 different reds. I'm gonna keep these in some kind of order. But that's why I got pink and silver too. Yes, silver forest. This is Pro-Chem and dye. I'm sorry, I dye poly silver. It's like one of my favorite colors out there. And Alan Eckery up in this piece. Man, I almost just cursed. We got so many TDD Army all OG All-Stars up in here. I think we got 3 times. How about 4? Oh, easy. I don't want this thing to start spinning. I tried to level my turntable off, but it looks like I didn't do a great job. Alright, next is going in some pink, just to mix up some other color in there. This is the only one. This is the only one of the colors that's not in the Carolina Panthers colors. I just thought when it mixes all up into its swirly galaxy look, that the pink would work with the reds and the silver. Okay, here's the silver that I mixed up earlier today, which I'm guessing is gonna have white up top. Okay, I was saying this earlier. Oh, you need a good guy? I got a good guy for you. It's the so good at the end that gets me every time.
So good!
Alright, because I just mixed this, look, I got a little, this is going to be my, like a little spit cup. I know that the top is going to be crap. Excuse me. Man, that one really worked its way up from the bottom. Okay. Back to it. Golly, this thing is not level. Playing games with me all night. Okay. Get back. Oh yeah, I love the silver. Oh man, did that sneeze fill me up to the brim. Alright, I'm gonna put a little black in there. Just start pounding some more in how I mean, you get the idea at this point, right? Crisscrossing colors. At some point, you know, you can put in as much or as little as you want of these crisscrossing bad boys. I want some white in the design for sure, so I'm not going to go overboard crazy. But I will say, like all these different types of beds, the number one mistake everybody makes, including me, is overdoing it, and then it muddies up. So, you know, just keep that in mind if you're going buck wild. Alright, I think, no, it needs a little more. Look at that black spread out. Red and then one more silver, and then it is time for some action. Okay. Oh, there's my man Scotty up in here. Hey now, Randy. Hey now. I'm gonna get the hey now button for you guys. Hey now. There you go. We need some more. Oh, whoops. I pressed the wrong button, but it looks cool when it's transitioning, right? Damn right it is. All right, I'm gonna give it another little shot with this to pop some of those bubbles that I can see. Boom. Now I'm gonna kind of try to get it sort of back to that centered area. All right, now are you ready? Because this is where it happens. This is where the action happens. Mike Hina. All right, I'm gonna start slowly rolling this stuff around, and like it touching the sides of the frisbee is not a bad thing. It's a good thing because it kind of like grabs it and helps the swirling action happen. Holy crap, Stick, does that look cool? Boom! How easy is that, right? And it looks so dope. Oh my god. Okay, like I can already picture that right on there and that under that hurricanes thing. It's good. Okay, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait. Alright? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna take this thing and I'm gonna put it in a very safe place. Called right here. So I tried as well to level and hopefully it'll hang tough. Let's just see if it's moving in one direction or another. Okay, I like it. I like it. Alright, now we're done with the Floetrol, and this stuff makes a mess, so I'm just gonna cap all these suckers. Alright, and I'll just move these over here. We don't gotta get too fancy while we're doing our thing. It's the time to take them to the bridge. Man, it's tough to keep track of which button is which, but this one's... Take him to the bridge! Alright, now this one... Look, that frisbee's kind of dirty. Let's throw that over there. Look, I got another frisbee here. And this one, we're gonna do... This one's kind of similar, but different. Alright? In these little bottles here, is instead of a Floetrol mix, this is my cocoa butter lotion mix. I love this stuff. Okay? This stuff, because it's so much heavier, the viscosity is so much higher than the Floetrol, doesn't really work well in a Floetrol bed. Kind of sinks to the bottom, and unless it floats, you know, it's not going to contact the dye, and it won't work. So what we're going to do instead is use a clear glue base for the lotion. Like, you could use a lotion base for the lotion, but the lotion doesn't do this thing very well. You know, it's kind of just sits there, and you don't get the action. So instead, oh yeah. Instead, I'm gonna dump some of this crap in there. Like that. Maybe just, yeah, that much more. Come on now. Alright. Put this guy right back there. And then I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time. I'm gonna just swirl this out so that contacts the edges all the way around. Like that. And then drop her on there. Excuse me, I'm still trying to clean that sneeze out of my head. Alright, now... Oh yeah, turn it up. I'll pop some of these bubbles up in here. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, and now I'm going to hammer out like a similar shape here with the lotion in the clear glue. And just because, you know, at the end of the day, this is all chemistry, right? And the viscosity of the glue and the lotion mix and how different it is than the Floetrol mix just makes for totally different action. Which makes the designs just a little different in a cool way every time. Pink. What was that right there? That was radical red. This one is blood red. See, already, I mean, you can just see how it's reacting totally different. Oh man, I should have done a little squirt out first, because the silvers are new. Black, I'm just gonna do a couple small little filler lines with it. Like this. Oh, we had a booger in there. I knew it wanted to squirt out fat like that. Okay, good enough. Oh man, I barely even need a paper towel. Normally this stuff is way messier than all this. Oh, let me just get a little of some of this. Alright, are you ready? Now, you know, the Floetrol, because the viscosity is so different than the clear glue, the spinning action here is just so much slower and controlled. But again, you want things to make contact with the edge of the frisbee because it kind of grabs and stretches it out. Okay, here's the other thing, and this is like super geeky. You can tell how the outside is like stretching and spiraling way faster than the inside. That's like the same way it happens with the real Galaxy. With the outside spinning so much more and faster than the inside. Man, does that look crazy wild in the center? It doesn't matter because this part's going to be covered up, right, by the stencil. But boom! All right, so that's number 2, clear glue with the lotion mix. Let me just move this lotion mix pile of crap over here. Get this stuff up out of the way because we got to make way for the third one. Which wait, I got to move this too. I only thought of one safe spot. Okay, I got it here. Oh man. Alright, let me just... Oh yeah, that made a world of difference. I'm gonna take this one out of here, take a mental picture of that, because it's going away, okay? I'm gonna move it over here. Oh, that's not level. I'm gonna move this over on the counter. That's level. Okay, look, now we're gonna do one more of these. This one gonna be a little different than the first 2, but it is gonna start with clear glue again, okay? And I'm gonna say this. This is, I don't like that glue thing in the bottom with clear. All right. This is like the very first type of Galaxy Swirl thing I ever made. This one we're gonna do now. We'll squirt all that stuff up in there. How we doing on time? Oh, 25 minutes. No, you don't need a turntable for this. I just, you know, the turntable is just where everything sits for me. I think I need a little more glue. This turntable and I have been through it together. We'll spread this stuff out just like last time. Make sure it touches all the sides so that we can get a good level out of it. Giving it a drop like that is not great for the microphone, but it does help bring the bubbles to the surface so that when you bring the torch in, they pop a little easier. Okay, now for this one, instead of using a dye mix, I'm just going to use straight dye, alright? And I'm going to use some Spike It Wormed It. What do we got? I got some pink right here. I got some red. Getting low on black, but I think I'll be able to make that work. And then silver. Yeah, silver. I got some. This obviously isn't Spike It. This is iodide poly that I mixed with a little bit of acetone. Alright. This one, we don't have to worry as much about doing like the crisscross stuff that we just did with the last two. Okay? This one, we're just going to put this stuff in like a little bit more. I'm not going to say like haphazardly, but a little less form. Got my McSquirtins over here. I think that's, yeah, that's the red. No, the ones that I set aside, they're not changing. They're just waiting till the end till we decide which one we want to stick a disc in. We can compare all three of them. I'm going to start in the center with some red here. We should probably try to do it in a way that you can see it in the camera. That'll do me just fine. Pink. 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 Okay. There's some silver up in here. Yep, there's some silver one. Now with the silver, this is one of the things I love about the Spike It Wormed It, this premix stuff, okay? It's that you never have powder issues, ever. It's mixed perfectly. You know, when I'm using iodide poly or Prochem and I'm mixing the powder myself with acetone, you know, if you've done it, you know that like you can never get the powder to fully dissolve. There's always powder left at the bottom. Residue, no matter how well you shake it or stir it or whatever. And if you suck the powder up into the syringe and drop it into the clear glue bed, the powder sits on the top and it leaves, you know, like irregular, spotty, crappy looking marks on the disc from the dye. So like the point of all that little discourse, other than saying worm dip is awesome because it's pre-mixed and you never have to deal with the powder, is, you know, when you're drawing the dye out of this with the syringe, you want to take it from the top so that you're potentially not, you know, you're not pulling the powder up that's soaked to the bottom. Alright, I guess I don't need... We'll see. I'm just going to start dropping some red. Oh, whoops, that's the pink. Little colorblind mistake there. I'll just make that red. There you go. Red. 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 Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit of black in there, but I'm gonna try to be careful because the black can be super overpowering, especially this black that I have, because it's like syrupy leftover stuff at the bottom of the bottle. So I'm gonna be like cautious to drip just like single drops in, where you've seen me with the other ones just kind of being liberal and drip drop, drip drop, drip drop, not with the black. Single spots. Okay. A little more red. Okay. Alright, I feel pretty good about that. Close these bottles up so we don't have a terrible spill as I normally do. Is this the black? Yeah, that's the black. Pink. And silver. Alright. 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 Okay. Now this is how, like, I started doing these Galaxy Swirls. I would just dump a whole bunch of crazy colors in there and then start swirling it, and it looked like that stretched out crazy galaxy thing, and then I would come in and start putting in little things like planets and stars and that kind of crap. But this one, because it's not going to get that like true spiral look like we had before, it's going to have more of a spacey look. And with this one, it's even more important for you to let it roll up and hit the sides to start to get this stuff to stretch out. Because this one, the spiral is going to look, is going to come as a product of this dye that's on top, that like a good amount of the acetone has evaporated from already, to start to stretch in the glue. And then you start to get these really thin, long, stretched out, spirally lines. And then I think we got just enough black in there to contrast it for us. I want it to kind of be a little bit more like that. Alright, boom. Camera's kind of trying to fade in and out of focus. Alright. This is a spot where I think I'm just going to give it a little bit more dye. And then another swirl. Oh man, does that look spacey or what? I don't know about you guys, but I was like a real Carl Sagan freak growing up. This is like, like that's something that Carl Sagan would be proud of. All right, so, you know, just with liquid dye, and then we got, look, this one is still hanging tough. there's the Floetrol one. Oh, careful, Bobby. Look at that for a minute. And then check it. There's the Lotion-y one. Justice, my man. Hey now. Okay. I don't know what your vote is, but I'm thinking this is the one I want to stick the disc in. Even though that black is going to be a little strong. Okay, so here's what I'm going to try to do. Try to take my little McPokerton here. First I'm going to go in with some white. Man, was that surgical or what? How much it just sinks right into the black. Give it a little bit of the irregular funk. Alright, not really making much of a dent, sinking down through it. Alright. 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 Now I'm going to pick my spot for it. Oh look, I already did a little spin die on the back there because I got bored waiting to move on with this disc. I'm going to pick my spot. And then I'm going to spike this bad boy in there. Boom. I think I nailed it. Alright, I got my... Let me just get in there, okay? Alright, now I'm going to put this in the food dehydrator to get it out of the way. See how carefully I'm moving that? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's ready. And yeah, I think this is cool enough to stick a disc in here. I just want to do a little bit of functifying with it. Make this kind of like one of those things. Okay, that's all I needed to do there. Golly, I got that all over my hand. Alright. You say burn it? I think this is going to look dope with that thing in the middle. then I'll do a fancy spin over it. Okay, boom. Put that one in the food dehydrator. I forget who told me to just like, why don't you just get 3 discs and stick one in all 3? Like, alright, why not? What are these? These are Thunderbirds. Boom. And then we'll be able to compare them. How you like me now? Alright, this one's got to go in the food dehydrator too. I got it set up for 3 discs. Okay. So we did that. Oh my gosh, is that so high tech? Alright, so then, you know, I'll let those sit in the food dehydrator for a few hours. If you don't have one of those things, just let them sit overnight. It'll be fine. And then, you know, we'll have results for all 3. But I gotta wait to post the one for the Floetrol because it's like, you know, it's a commission. I gotta send it to the guy. But all you fools that came and hung out on a Friday night, man, you're my kind of people. You make this fun for me. It's the reason why I do it. And until we catch you on the next one, better keep doing it, kids. Oh, this is that awkward part where like I can't shut it off in time.